the study of crown and diadem. Now, this is a piece on diadem and crown from the Hebrew Chaldean Dictionary, number 1228. The Hebrew word for crown is barit. The Hebrew letters is beit, kuf, kuf. The prime root, to pour out. To pour out. What does that mean? It means that when they see your symbolic diadem, it tells them that you have poured out what you received from this world and took on what you're wearing on your head. To empty. It means that you have emptied your head with the mundane knowledge of this world. Figure, to depopulate. Don't you like that word? Don't that word sounds good? To depopulate. Drop the DE to do an introspection of the word. Drop the DE and you got populate, which comes from population, which comes from popularity. Huh? The word is sweet. Learn is fun. Oh, it's fun. To spread out. See, the knowledge that's in the book has to be spread out in your head, all over your head. That's why you must wrap your head in a circular motion. So that symbolically represents that you must take the words of Yud Hey Wav Hey, Beit Noon, so that Yud Hey Wav Hey Yahweh Yahweh, and encircle them, run them around in your head, and in your head, and in your head, and in your head, until Satan is dead. When you have this knowledge of white, you walk in a new light. You walk differently. You begin to ask your people, your brothers and your sisters, am I different? See, I'm so different till I feel like asking you, am I different? How do I look to you? I feel so beautiful in my head. But I know too that the flesh hides my spirit. It hides what's in my head. I'm revealing it now. You see me now. As a fruitful vine, there's only so much knowledge you can put in your head till you become fruitful in spite of yourself. It's got to happen. All you got to do is put in, eat, and eat. Satan can't stand that. To make. Now, I'm dealing with the head first. I'm dealing with what's wrapped in the head. I haven't gotten down here yet. I'm dealing with the decapitation of Satan. Spiritually. Oh, yes. Yes. I want to make that clear. Spiritually. Oh, yes. Oh. Now, I want to make myself clear. Now, you can take Satan's head in here. He's in here. Once you kill him here, feeding yourself YBYBY, YBYBY emerge out of you and can use you. Because he has tried you with his word. If you would eat his word, then you ate him. John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word. And the Word was God, the Word was God. And the Word became flesh. So the Word can become flesh in your flesh. To empty out. Who I remember him making a statement that you got to empty out your cup. You got to empty it out. You got to empty it. You got to empty it. See, in that statement, everything, all you got to do is feed the word to your head, and Satan will empty himself out. You just get busy putting in, and he'll get out. Oh, yes, he will. To pour out, to empty a vessel, boil up with water like a bottle. Also, figuratively, to empty a land, depopulate. Depopulate, the definition, to remove or reduce the number of inhabitants. Ain't that something? We have a job to remove the inhabitants of our mind. Satan must leave your head. And you are the one that must do the job. He's already given you the keys that you must use. As depopulate, as by destruction. Or explosion. Can you imagine when you eat just one of YBYBY words? Or just one of his letters? Can you imagine how many bombs that went off your head and killed Satan? That's what a terrorist is at, in your mind. The Hebrew word for crown is atara. Ayin tet resh he. It means a crown. And it's for the atara, which is named as the Hebrew Israelite sister. She had a name Atara. But this is Atara. We thought that was she over there. Or she just came in. But she's here. And Atar, T-A-T-A-R, if you drop the A, you got tar. Now I want to go to the physical. As a roofer, I deal with tar. As a roofer, I'm a handler of the crown. And in order to deal with that crown, you got to deal with something that's hot. Sometimes 595 degrees Fahrenheit, boiling. So that gives you an indication of how hot the word of Yahweh can get. I didn't say is, can get. But one thing with that kettle, or tar kettle, the thing that they carry the tar in, the thing that they heat it up in, is called a kettle. But that is controlled by the man on the outside of the kettle, proving that you can control how hot your head gets with the knowledge of YBYBY. They know, so you know. You can control it. It's in your charge. So do you get a drift of how prepared this table is? This table I'm talking about is the table of content. Yes. That table. I'm going to leave this right here for a minute. And I want to go to here, down. Revelation chapter 19, verse 8. And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white. For the fine linen is the righteousness of the saints. Ain't that something? The fine linen is the righteousness of the saints. Whiteness of garments, of his garment and hair, is a picture of his holiness. Even when you have gray hair, that symbolizes holiness. That symbolizes the holiness, the whiteness that should be inside your head. You ever looked at our people or people in general and see gray hair? What makes you look at it? It symbolizes holiness and to be holy in the head. Because the hairs on the face and the head comes out of the head. So it wouldn't be the hairs. It would have to be what's in the head. The Hebrew word for white is Laban. Nun, Sophie, Bet, Lamed. A prime root, to be or become. White also symbolized to make bricks. To make bricks. To make and make whiter. Laban, the Hebrew word for white, is also tile. You ever seen a tile roof? Symbolically, you've seen a tile roof. Did you ever wonder how it was laid? Did you ever wonder, it looks real strong. How did they get all that up there? But see, that tile roof symbolizes your head. That it can handle as much weight as you put on it. And tile, Spanish S, barrel, flat, or whatever kind, they are laid one by one, symbolically representing that the word of Yahweh must be laid in your head, one by one. You must lay it in there one by one at a time. Two is too many. You can't lay two tiles at the same time. You must lay one at a time. But that foundation must be properly squared before you begin to lay into or any. So all I'm talking about is that when you get ready to build your head up, lay a proper foundation. Because you finna put something in your head that's the heaviest thing on the planet. And that's the word of YBYBY. Beit Nun Sofit YBYBY, Yahweh. That's the heaviest. There's nothing more heavier than one of his books. One of his books. I mean one. You can select any book on that bar back there. Any one of them. And arrive at the same conclusion. Question, why is he in prison? Why is he in prison? Why have he been crucified? Why? I want to know why. Why is he using all of this symbolic representation? Why has he been crucified? And has he been crucified? Because you must crucify his word. You must hang his word up as he's hanging on the cross. When his word gets hung up properly in our heads, he'll be free. But in two places, physically and spiritually, out of your head. He wants you and us to release him from our head, the prison of the mind, where he lay entombed. And we won't roll away the stone by opening the book and let him out. He will know he's free when you let him out of here. Because this society, this government will realize that he's not there. He's out here. I'm on a time schedule. And I hate to say that word, but I'm just going to follow the rules and regulations, and I'm going to pause here. I'm going to put a comma here. A comma means that it shall continue. I'm not going to use a period because it has not ended. I'm just pausing. But I want to thank my sister Magaya, for wrongfully introducing me as her brother in YBYBY, as a scholar which I seek to be. This is one of my dreams. This is one thing that I wish to become. I want to become well educated. So now I'm on the road to educating myself into the knowledge of YBYBY, Yahweh ben Yahweh. I know once I eat him enough, once I glut him, I will be used by him. Praise Yahweh.